In this lecture, we're going to create links to the comments section of a song. There may be times where you'll want to jump to a specific action on a page. We learned that hash fragments could be used to force the browser to jump to a section of the page without refreshing it. The router library supports hash fragments out of the box. We can instruct the router to redirect the user to a specific section on a page. On the home page, we're displaying a list of songs uploaded to the application. On the right of every song are the number of comments. We're going to convert this part of the list item to a link. It'll redirect the user to the song, but take them to the comments section. There are two things we'll need to do. First, we need to generate a link to the page with the hash fragment. The router will not be able to scroll the browser to the section if the hash fragment is not available. Secondly, we'll need to scroll the page to the section. The router will help us with this. Open the Song Item component in your editor. This component is where we wrote the code for creating list items. In the template block, search for a span tag with the class of comments. We're going to make the span tag clickable. It should redirect the user to the page for the song and jump right to the comments section. We will wrap the span tag with the router link component. The router link component will attempt to wrap the element with an anchor element. To prevent that, we need to add the custom property. The custom property will tell the router to give us complete control over the behavior of the component. By adding this property, we need to tell the router when to redirect the user. We'll get to that in a moment. First, let's add the to property on the component. We can save time by copying the to property we have in the first router link component over to the link for the comments. The properties will be similar because we're ultimately trying to link the user to the same page. The difference is that the comments link will take the user to the comments section of the page. We can add a hash fragment to the link by adding a property called hash to the object we're passing into the to property. The value for this property must be the ID of the element we'd like the browser to jump to. It must come with the hash. We're going to pass in hash comments. One last thing, we will add the vslot directive to the component. We're going to destructure the object for a function called navigate. Since we've added the custom property, we need to tell the router when to navigate to a different page. The navigate function we're destructuring will help us with that. We can run this function to tell the router to proceed with the request. We will add the click event listener on the span element. We will run the navigate function if this element is clicked. The router link component is ready. Currently, there isn't a section with this ID. We'll need to add it. Open the song component file. This component is the component we use to handle the page content for an individual song. Inside the template block, there are two sections. The second section is the container for the comments. On the section element surrounding the comments, add the ID attribute. Set it to comments. The router will be able to instruct the browser to move the viewing area to the section by scrolling to it. Let's give this a test. In the browser, open the home page of the app. Click on any of the comment links in the list. We will be redirected to the song. If we look at the URL, the comments hash fragment was added to the end. The router link component was capable of generating this link. It may not look like it, but we were taken to the section. If you'd like to double check, then I recommend opening the developer tools to shorten the window's height. After opening it, we can test if the router takes us to the section. Great, it's taking us to the section thanks to hash fragments. It's great that Vue can cover scenarios like this to help us provide a better user experience.